Hey guys, I think we're streaming. I'm trying, I think it's coming across. OBS is still having an issue, so we're going to hope that it does okay. I'm going to hope for okay, and if it does better, that's great too. I got a couple more things to open up here, and I'll be right with you guys. Give me just a second. I have to run a couple of tests. I'm running a little bit behind. Yay, I think we're up and running. I think it's all working. It looks like it's all working. Hi, Melba. Can you guys hear me? Do we have sound? It says we do. I hope we do. Yay, thank you, Jamie. Hi, Pat. Hi, Kim. Hey, Miss Marianne. I want to say before I start playing, well, I can do this after my intro, I think. Yeah, let's see what time it is. I don't know. Yeah, we got a couple minutes. Oh, I have been busy today. You're in Anaheim, Kim? Sue is out there too. She's somewhere. She'll be here in just a minute, I'm sure. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and play the intro and I'll get started. Okay. Hey, Gerald. Dana's here. Okay, I wanted to let you guys know right off. I have been super busy, and they finally gave me a confirmation, and my desk will be here tomorrow. I hope that you guys can see this. I brought some of my lighting in here, hopefully to make it better, and then I'll just reset it back up. But hopefully you guys can see pretty good. If you can't, let me know. I just brought one of the lights in here, but it's going to be so much better when I get it all set up. So that being said, I've been super busy. The group has been growing by leaps and bounds, and that is awesome. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Patreon supporters, Ko-fi supporters, and my moderators. You guys are absolutely the best. That being said, I am going to take a couple of weeks, so I will not be going live, so that I can finish up putting my craft stuff away after this desk is delivered. And then I am going to do some reconstruction and revamping of the rules and things like that for the group. Because we have gotten large, we need to kind of make a few changes, and it's going to take me some time to gather all the resources and set up the group so that it's easy for you guys. I want it to be easy for you and easy for my moderators and myself. So I am going to be taking a couple of weeks. I'll be back before my birthday. I will be live on the 25th. That will be the next live. I am canceling all lives until the 25th at 7 o'clock, and that's going to be a close to my heart night. And then I'm also going to try to go live on Saturday the 26th, which is my birthday, but I'm still going to do it, and we'll do some projects. That being said, projects. I will still do any project request anybody asks, be it vinyl, be it iron-on, be it epoxy, you name it. I will do it. You guys know that. That's part of what I do. However, I am going to be doing more of what I love and what a lot of you love, and that's paper. That is my true love, and I'm going to get back into that, doing some 3D flowers, boxes, cards, tags, you name it. Back to the entire thing. Oh, thank you, Kim. So, that being said, don't ever hesitate to ask me to do a special project that is away from paper, because I will. I'm going to throw in some sewing projects too here and there, but the majority of my projects are going to be paper. So, but I still have knowledge for all the other stuff. I'm happy to share it. I'm happy to help you with the project and even do a video tutorial on anything that we need. I don't mind doing that, testing anything that we don't know. So we will be there. But it's going to take me a couple of weeks. So you guys bear with me. It's not that I don't want to do any lives. It's just very difficult to revamp everything, reconstruct everything, and still do everything at the same time. It's just really not possible. So I have to cut something somewhere, and videos do take a lot out because I have to prepare the project, do the project, make sure everything's working, cut another one, get it ready, set up the live, and then if I do a tutorial, it's the same thing. I have to edit, and that can take hours. So you guys don't leave me. Come back, please. I'm just going to take a couple of weeks away from YouTube. Hi, Pat. My other Pat. I got both my Pats now. Okay, so iron on. We had somebody in the group, and please forgive me. I think her name was Angela. She had ironed on some orange neon, or what she thought was orange neon iron-on, and it changed colors on her. So we got to looking, and we figured out, I had gotten with her and asked her, are you sure that's what you bought? What did you buy? Can you look at yours? Where did you get it? I thought maybe she had gotten some bad vinyl, something like that. And it had totally slipped my mind that there is a translucent. And I thought there were like 4 colors, but there are actually only 2. I don't know where I was thinking that there was a green and a purple as well. But there's not. There's only 2. But I wanted to make you guys aware, especially when you're buying your glitter iron-ons and things like that at different places, to make sure that you know what you're buying. Because yes, the colors will look a little different, but they have different properties and they do different things. So she didn't have bad vinyl. It turned out that she had bought some orange translucent. She was looking for a neon orange to do a neon orange pumpkin. And these are the 2 translucents. And as you can see my hand through those. Okay? One is pink and one is orange. Might have a little light reflection on that. Maybe if I turn it over, we won't get the reflection and you can still see my hand. But those are the 2, and they do say pink translucent and orange translucent when you purchase those. I got these at Brilliant Vinyl. If that's not your favorite shop, if you have a favorite shop, I'm sure that they sell them. It's Caesar. Okay? And as you can see my stuff from my shirt under here. So when she ironed it on, it didn't really change color. This is the orange. This is the pink. I'm going to give you guys a close-up look. That's the pink, and it kind of looks purpley. But it really didn't change color. And I'm going to show that here in just a minute. And here is the orange. And it kind of looks orange from an angle, but it's mostly like a green. Excuse me, or a green gold. Okay? And the reason being is because it's on a black shirt, and that's exactly what she did. She put it on a black shirt, and it was like, it didn't come out that color. But you can put it on a black shirt and make it come out that color by putting it on a base. And what I mean by a base is a color under it. But if that base is not doing something, there's really no point in doing that unless you're just going for that color, because they do make the neon orange and the neon pink. Okay? And this is what she thought she was getting. And it wasn't. What's the difference? The back. See how this one has a white backing? And this is so it won't change color when you put it on a darker material, and it gives it that pop and that brightness. So if you want the translucent and you want to use it on a dark, you can make it show up close to this color by putting a different base under it. Now, I did not use a white base. There's no need to use just a plain white base when they've already made that for you. So just be aware, if you're putting it on something dark, don't waste your material. Buy the correct one to start with. But this one does have its place, and as you can see here, it shows up its correct colors on this black shirt. I put glow in the dark under it. Okay? There is glow in the dark under this, and I can't make it show you on camera, but I will take photos when it gets dark in my house tonight. I will take some photos because I've been charging this all day, or trying to, and it does glow. It does not glow green like the glow in the dark glows green, because this is the glow in the dark, and it will glow green. Okay? It kind of glows, makes this glow, and it stays partially to this color. It's a little bit different, but it's a really cool look. It really is. And I will post pictures of it after this finishes charging tonight, and you guys will be able to see and compare. But then I wanted to take it a step further, okay, because this is not what it was meant to do, but I wanted to see if it would work, and I am going to show you what the actual intention of this product is. But I put it on some patterned. So this, and it's probably not going to pick up on camera because of the reflection of the lights, but I have some printed pattern iron-on under it. And I have, this is under my orange. And you can see it when you're sitting here looking at it straight on. Again, my camera's not going to pick it up really good, but it's under there, and you can see it. And it looks pretty cool. Under the pink here, I did, and I have very small pieces of this left, if I can even find one. I don't even see it. I mean, I've got teeny tiny pieces. Here's my other one that we're going to be working on. I put the tie-dye under it. So, that's what's under this one, and you can see it. So it looks really, really cool. This one turned out better. So the darker with the orange, it looks good, but the pink really worked well with the tie-dye. And I did get that tie-dye at Brilliant Vinyl. It's their new tie-dye. So, what is the actual intended use of translucent? Oh, before I go there, I wanted to cover something because somebody was asking in the group about printed and patterned vinyl. And I do have two pieces here. And I have most of the vinyl that you buy that is already printed a pattern is Caesar, I believe. I think it's Caesar. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's a Caesar product. It's printed, and you do not mirror it. You do not mirror this product. You cut it just like it is, and then you use an easy mass transfer that's made for heat transfer. It's just like working with adhesive vinyl, but with the heat transfer products. Okay? So it would be just like cutting vinyl, and then you would peel your easy mask and place it on just like so. And I'm going to burnish this later, and then we're going to peel the backing off, which the backing is like a milky. You'll peel that backing off and then apply it to your shirt just like you would any pressure sensitive carrier. That's the way that most printable vinyl works. It is also how your printables for darks work. You don't need that carrier if you've got a solid image. You can peel it off, lay it down, and do that. Sometimes it has a tendency to curl, so it makes it a little harder to work with. But you can use this carrier. It's heat. It'll take the heat and place it on there, and then place this piece over it. But it will kind of curl up and try to curl up on you if you don't use a mask. But if you're solid, you can do it without the sticky masking, and it is called Easy Mask. What's the exception to that rule? Printables for darks, like I said, you're going to do it the same way as you're doing this. Printable for lights, most of those are mirrored, and you do not need a transfer at all. None. Okay? What's the exception to that rule? Cricut patterned is the exception. If you look at your Cricut patterned, your shiny pretty side has the carrier. It's the same kind of carrier. It is not sticky. So when you peel it, it's off there, okay? So if you peel it wrong, it's off there. It's not going back on, okay? However, Cricut's carrier is not on the bottom side that goes to our garment. It's on like this. So Cricut pattern will be placed pretty side down, just like all of your other vinyls. It's going to be pretty shiny side down and mirror. And that's where some people are getting confused. If you bought this off of Brilliant Vinyl or Etsy, wherever it is that you bought it from, it's going to be not mirrored and a transfer mask. If you're using Cricut patterns, you are going to put pretty side to the mat, and you are going to mirror. So is everybody with me on that? We don't want you wasting your materials because they're expensive. So make sure when you're cutting these that you know what you have. Just like this. I got this free at one of the Cricut meet and greets. And I have to put this into a scrap album. You can use scrapbook album, any kind of folders, whatever you need. And label your stuff if you don't know what it is at a glance or you think you might forget, because you don't want to waste your material and ruin it because it was cut wrong. Especially if it's an image, you can usually get by if it's cut wrong. But if it's text and you cut it wrong, it's gone. Can't fix it. So everybody's with me on that. Everybody got the difference between your printables. Hey, Catherine. So what was translucent really meant for? I'm going to turn the easy press on here too so that you guys can see me iron this on. And I think my temps are right. They're going to be close enough for what we're doing. Don't guesstimate like I'm guesstimating here, guys. When you're putting it on stuff you're going to use and you're going to be doing, make sure that you look up your temps and stuff. I've lost my weeding tool and I haven't moved, but it's gone. And for those of you who are new to weeding, this is just a simple image, so I'm just going to get that started. Probably don't even need that. You're cutting pretty side to the mat, and you're going to mirror your image, and then you're going to weed it. I say, use your weeding tool. And that weeding means to remove the stuff that you're not going to iron on. Okay, so you're going to remove that. And that's for that. I have another one somewhere. I hope I'm not losing. Oh, and this creaky chair. This chair is about 30 years old. It's gone. So I have 2 of my pieces cut here. And what this translucent does, it was meant for, like, if you wanted to put a name or something on something and you had a pattern, so that when you iron that on and you didn't want to cover that entire pattern, it would be able to show through. I'm going to do this on the very edge because I don't want to waste all my fabric to show. But let's just say we wanted a bunny face in that heart, like this, to use the fabric in the heart and it still popped through. Maybe you wanted to do a couple of them, whatever bag you were doing. I'm going to do these in a line so I can not lose so much material. But say you wanted to do them randomly throughout on, say you made a bag out of this and you wanted some little glitter hearts over the faces of these rabbits, you could do that. And I'm not even going to preheat this fabric, guys. I know I'm supposed to, but this is just a quickie just to show you guys actually what the translucent does. And then we're going to duplicate this black shirt that I did on white to show you the differences between them all. Yeah, I got this fabric at Walmart. $3.97. It's really cute. I bought it for the flowers. Of course I did. So, okay. I am going to guess, and I believe that the translucent is applied at 320. I scratched it in here somewhere. 320 for 20 seconds. I'm doing this. This is cotton, and I'm using a Teflon sheet. I'm just going to do it at 305, and I'll probably do it for about 20 seconds. And we're just going to hold that in place and press it. And I'm going to give it another 5 seconds because it did say 20. But this is really thin fabric, so I'm not going to do 320. Ta-da. So, and this is a warm peel. But look how cute those little bunny faces are through there. And that's what your translucent was meant to do. Okay? And be it on like pleather that may have a pattern on there, different things. But that's what that's for. Isn't that cute? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Love the product. I had seen it and just forgotten about it. Didn't pay it any attention until, I believe her name was Angela. Please forgive me if I'm wrong. But she was like, it just changed colors. And then we were talking about it in Messenger. I said, does anybody have this happen? And then Marianne said, oh, she said it was translucent. And I was like, I remember. So, and I'm going to probably iron a couple of these on so you guys can see what those look like next to those. I got all sorts of iron on. I usually cut hearts for everything that I test, so they're everywhere. So we're going to put the same stuff, just I'm going to use pink instead of orange for this, on this shirt, but everything else is the same. Just so you guys can see the difference of how they look on light and dark fabric. And I don't have a framing square. I don't do that to find center of my garments. I get under the arms and make sure they match, my shoulders match. I smooth it out. And then I press myself a crease, which you have to heat your fabric for 5 seconds anyway. I just do 5 to 10 because it's doubled over to remove any moisture. And then I open it back up. And I've got a nice crease telling me where the center is. You can't ever go by tags. They can be off. I've had that happen. So on this one, we're going to be layering. And they say that you're not supposed to layer them, but again, you guys can see this. It says this is my test shirt. So I've got my carrier on top of this, and now I need to pull this backing and leave my printed on the carrier so that I can transfer it. And you might have to work on it. I like to do it on the warm shirt because it will peel easier. I'm just gonna give it a second to heat. It helps, for me it does anyway, to peel that off there. Get it to stick. Oh, that's going to move anyway. I'm going to stick him to the side. I'm never going to get him to line back up. I know I'm not, but I have a fix. This can be a little tricky to work with. Still not wanting to play fair. You just rub it and work it like you would your regular vinyls. You just want it to stick to that carrier. What are you popping up there for? See, that's what it will do if you don't have the carrier a lot of times. I don't know why. It wants to be a booger tonight. There we go. Let's get it back in line. And I am working on my soft mat. That's probably why I'm having so much issue. Instead of a hard surface. So what's everybody working on this week? Anybody have any design space issues? Any questions? Anything you need help with? Get on there. Yes, I do talk to myself when I craft, guys. The glow went much easier. Of course, it was a mirrored and done. Get off of there. My weeding tool would be a big bonus here. I am so scattered with all this moving the craft room that I can't find anything. I had one right here on my desk and now it's gone. Finally. All that crackling and popping. Let go. If I wanted it to stick, it wouldn't, right? Ta-da! Let me fix that M. It's all crinkly. Oh yeah. Just wanted it to lay flat. Finally, so once you have it, and don't worry about my M, I'm going to fix that. I mean my Y. I've got it over here. I'm going to fix it. Just going to put a little crease. I'm making sure that my T's line up over here, and I'm creasing the carrier, not the sticky side to each other. You won't get it apart. And let's see, that's good. And then I'm just going to line up where I folded my carrier on my crosshair on my shirt. Yay! And I don't have the large Cricut mats, so I may have to press one of these T's twice. So let's cover that with our carrier, and this goes on at 295 for 15 seconds, but I'm only going to heat at 305 for about 5 or 6 seconds, just enough to make it stick. I'm gonna grab that T over there. I know it didn't hit it. And then you're going to peel your carrier if it's sticking. Yeah, there it goes. Just enough to make it stick. Might need a couple more seconds there. Now we have that on there. Now I need to fix my Y, but I'm not going to fix it yet. I'm going to peel this Y off and hope I don't tear it, because glitter is very porous and it's very easy to tear. And I'm going to stick that over to the side too. And then we're just going to layer this right on top, getting it all lined up. I want to make sure it's at least on the mat. This one is. This one's off to the side, so I know I'll have to hit that one again. Just going to cover it with our sheet. And again, this one is at 320 for 20 seconds. So I'm going to do it at 305 for about 30 seconds. So I'm just going to hit my timer again. Hey, Miss Bonnie. And we're going to warm peel that. I'm just going to save this carrier because I need it. Because I have a boo-boo. And I need to get my Y on there. If I can. It's folded over. I'm so glad this is my test shirt. That's the thing with... I need my weeding tool. I don't want to cut it. There we go. I think I think I had it and then I moved it. That's what I think. There we go. Guess what? We're going with it. I'm going to use my carrier there that I had for my printed. I'm just going to hit that Y for a few seconds. Just counting in my head. And it's on there. So if you have boo-boos like me, now you know how to fix them. And this is perfect for the mini. If you have a boo-boo like this, I could fix that with the mini. That way I wouldn't be overheating everything. Who has the mini? I love mine. You're doing Halloween shirts this week, Hetty? I have to get something going. I haven't done anything for my Halloween shirt yet. I bought some of the blood HTV, the patterned HTV from Brilliant, but I haven't done anything with it yet. Oh, that's so pretty, y'all. I like that. So that's one thing you can do with that translucent. You can change your tie-dye pattern to a glitter. So if you're into that, that's how you do that. So now we're going to do the two without anything under them on the translucent on a white shirt. So here is the orange. And then here is the pink. See if I can get this to go in the right spot. They may or may not be even. This is my test shirt. That's I thought to myself, you know, every time we test some iron on, I might put it on this shirt. Let's see how full we can get it. Yeah, it's a really nice look. It created a really nice, pretty pink patterned glitter. I like that. And now you can see that this really did not change color like it does on the black. It stayed just like it was supposed to. And there's your difference on those. Same colors. Exact same colors, these two. Nothing under them. So the next ones that I did had the glow in the dark under them. So here's a piece of glow. I got another piece here somewhere. I have so many hearts. I don't even know why I picked that up. That's not the one I want. I just cut tons of hearts out of everything. Here we go. I'm just going to cover those. And glow in the dark, don't quote me. I've never had a problem with my iron-on coming off, but I kind of judge. I'm going to say it's $2.95 for 15 seconds, I think. And it is a warm peel. I warm peel it. And then we're going to heat that one again. And that's why I'm doing a lower temp, guys, is because this is a test shirt. And you see that I'm overlapping as I do this. So it's going to get more heat. But press yours when you do your design at the correct temp, correct time, you won't have any problems. And you can see that these look the same. I think it's just because it's hot. This one might be a little darker, but I can't tell a difference in the pink. So the orange may have changed and shifted just a little, but it may be because it's still warm too. And it just may be my eyes playing tricks on me. But they look the same to me as the one on the dark. They don't look like they changed. I lost my tie-dye heart. Oh well. I'll leave a space for it in case I find it. It would go there. I'm going to put this one here. So this is the pattern. You have to peel it off. Put it in that spot where it's still warm. I'm trying to get it warm so it will come off this carrier easier, because I'm not using a transfer mask. You can do it either way when it's a solid piece. To me, sometimes if you're not careful, if you're not using transfer mask, you can stretch this. So if it matters, you may want to rethink it. Doing it that way, you see how it curls up? And I usually just take my carrier and lay over it, make it lay back down. And I know that's probably not straight, but... And we're just going to heat it for a few seconds. Well, I'm losing stuff all over the place, guys. Let's see. There's my pink one. I think that's my pink heart. I may have not cut enough. I did cut plenty of those. Okay, well maybe I didn't cut enough of them. Oh, there it is. Ta-da! I wanted to make sure that we could see the difference on light and dark, and if it made a difference with the patterns and things like that, so you guys would know. Oh yeah, Pat, that would be great. The 9x9, that's great for the pot holders. That's what I used last year on mine, and I used it with the strip block. Ooh, I think that the pattern does show up better on this one than it does the dark. Look at that. That's awesome. It shows up better on this one than it does on the dark. So it does kind of make a difference there as well. And again, I'm going to weed just so you guys can see. Weeding is taking away the parts that you don't want. I think this is my heart. If not, I'm wasting a piece of. It's not. It's this one. That doesn't feel cut. Okay guys, well I can't do the pink tie-dye, but we did it up here so you know what it looks like. So I'll just do one of these so you can tell the difference. We'll do a pink one of that. How about that? So you can tell the difference between the neon and the translucent. Oh yeah, it's coming along, Gerald. Like I couldn't do any more because the desk weighs so much that they need. I apologize, I had a dog here. Follow me. And that's the neon against that. So you can see the difference. If you're going more of a bubblegum pink, you're going to want to go with the translucent, but you're going to need to do it on light because it will look purpley on the dark. How cute is that? I'm going to turn my press off. I am in love with that look. I don't know about you guys, but I love that. Yeah, if you use Caesar Easy Weed on the red, it can look kind of pink. That's why I went with Strip Flock Pro. And mine did not turn pink. As a matter of fact, I have one. Let me show you that. These are the Strip Flocks, and they did not take on the color. Now these haven't been washed, so, but the thinner, like Easy Weed and stuff like that, your thinner colors, they can take on the red behind it. So, and it's soft. I don't know if there is a way to prevent it or not, Pat. Now they do at the Dollar Tree. I have a link down below, I think, for Dollar Tree. They do have these in black too. So that's an option. A lot of people use the silver glitter or the gold glitter. You can use the white Strip Flock. And this is regular Strip Flock. The Pro is even better. They've changed it. It's even better. It's a little thicker than what I use there, so it should be fine as well. And it weeds a lot easier than the stuff that I had there does, than the old stuff. Yeah, hell, I love this. I love this. That tie-dye behind that is just awesome. And I love this too. I love being able to see through my glitter. See, I could have cut just a little bunny and put it right over there. We could have scanned this and uploaded it to Design Space or Escal and gotten a shape to cut that in. Would be really cute. But I am going to, the only thing that's going to glow on this shirt are these two. All of this and these two will glow on this one. So I will charge those up and take photos so that you guys can see what the translucent glitter looks like over glow. There you go, Bonnie. Right here. Now the pattern did show up better on the white. I'm going to say that it looks better. I don't know what you guys think, but I think it looks better. They will be posted in the Facebook group, Kim, so you can see them. I will hashtag them translucent glitter, or just translucent. Let's just make it easy. I will hashtag translucent, and that way you'll be able to search that in the group and find them. Yeah, the black is pretty. You just have to be prepared if you're not putting anything under it that it is going to look totally different than the color you're ironing on, because there is no difference in these two colors except one has an underlayment. But there's no need to do an underlayment unless this is the look you're going for, because like I said, they do make these right here. I didn't put an orange one on. I probably should have. They make these right here that already have your underlayment, where the translucent doesn't. And that's how you can tell them apart. When you're looking at them, you'll know if it doesn't have a white backing, it's going to change on a dark shirt. And this SVG, not the words, but this SVG of the crash dummy head is available on the Crafting with April site, anybody that wants it. Yeah, I love this. I have got to go get some more of that tie-dye. That little square, I have used a lot of this, guys. This is all I have left of the sheet that I bought. This is the new tie-dye that they have. The colors are just awesome in it. I want to do some more flowers out of them. So does anybody have any Design Space questions, paper questions, vinyl questions, iron-on questions, anything we need to cover in Design Space? Anybody have any issues? Anybody stuck? Trying to get that down on camera so you guys can see it, even with my boo-boo on my Y. I think I got it on there pretty straight. If it was something I was selling, it would have been all crooked. I would have had to start over. All right. So just so you guys that joined me later, you know, we will not be live again in October until the 25th at 7 o'clock. It'll be a Close to My Heart night, and then I will go live on Saturday with a project. And yeah, the Cricut glitter iron-on's transparent. Yeah. So you have to look and see it. Most of your Cricut glitter does not have a white background. I don't think... Does any of it have a white background, Jamie? I don't think any of it has a white background. I think they're all transparent, but they're really heavy glitters. Your Cricuts are going to look like this, but you won't be able to put your hand there and see through them like you do these. They're transparent, not translucent. The silver, yeah. Okay, so I'll see you guys on the 25th. I will still be in the groups. I'm still going to be here. I'm still going to be working. I just won't be going live and I'm going to try to pop out a couple of quick tutorial videos on whatever, or some project videos for you guys to hold you until then. But don't hold me to it. It just depends on how busy. We're going to be doing some revamping and gathering up a bunch more resources, checking the current resources that we have and making sure that nothing has changed, because things constantly change, and I want to make sure that you guys have the most latest and greatest updated information for the going into the holidays. So I need to take that time to revamp and work behind the scenes, doing the desk work and the stuff that's not fun, and getting everything in line for you guys so that we can get you through the holidays all the way until spring. So, oh, thank you, Kim. It's the same old room that I had moved out of. I'm going back into it, but I have more organized furniture. Is what I mean. I have better organization so that I can find things and do things. Yes, please keep posting projects in the groups and asking your questions. We're here for you. If you're in a rush and you need an answer right away and we don't answer you and somebody in the group doesn't answer you, please tag me or a moderator, and we will answer you as quickly as we see it. Thank you, Patreons. Thank you, Ko-fis. Thank you, moderators. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, all of my group members. If you're not a member of the group, please, please, please come join. And if you haven't subscribed to YouTube, make sure you do that. You guys have a wonderful week. And happy Thanksgiving to all of my Canadian friends over the border there. Love you guys.